One, two, three, let's go. I'm gonna do less talking in this video and just more modeling so I could try and make this condensed. We're gonna work on building the frame and chassis for a vehicle, motorized vehicle, and that'll be our next project. And so I want you guys to have success with this. So I'm going to build a PowerPoint here or a drawing with all of the screenshots of detailing that takes place during this. So, and let me just also show you what a completed version of this looks like. I've got it transparent here, but you got a place to mount the motor. You've got some axes, and then you've got this place to put in the batteries, and we can build in the electronics. So I'm going to go for it. So top plane here, we're going to sketch. I've created a new file called vehicle chassis, put my name on it. Okay, so the first sketch that we're going to do, I'm going to actually zoom in over here so you can see this a little better. And you guys could use the same drawing when you guys do yours. So the dimensions I'm going to make here with a center point rectangle are basically a 7 by a 3.5. And I'm going to do 3 of those like this. So I use the center point rectangle. I'm just going to drop it down and then dimension that first one. 7 and 3.5. I'm going to do that again. Okay, and then just going back to check this. And this next one is actually going to be 3.5 by 3.5. Oops. It's kind of an annoying thing of the dimensioning tools. If you hover over a line like that, it'll think that you want to dimension to the angle. So there we got 3.5 by 3.5. And then the last one that I'm going to put in here is going to that line right there. And I'm going to hit escape and do the dimension tool. And now this time, I think that was supposed to be 2.25. I'm going to check it. Yeah. And then to complete this, I'm going to take my scissors and cut them out. There we go. Snip, 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 snip. And also this inside. So that I just have that. Then we're going to extrude that up. And I just want to check. I verified this as 1.25. That is going to be probably the ideal size so it'll fit everybody's cars. 1.25 inch and a quarter. Okay, and then what we're going to do is put in this motor cutout here, the axle cutouts, and then we can shell it. So I'm going to come back over here, and on this face here, I'm going to sketch. And then view it straight on. So we just really want to find the center of this rectangle. So you can see I can find these 2 points and connect them there. And I'm going to drop my circle, dimension it at 0.8, that. And then I'm going to also put a center point rectangle in here to cut this down a little bit. I'm just going to drop it in the middle so it doesn't connect to anything. And then make that leg 0.6, make that leg 0.53, like that. And then we can just cut this out as well. Cut these two out. Cut that out. There we go. Done. And I like to just do this right now, which is to remove it. So I hit extrude remove, and we're going to go 3/4 of an inch. Like that. Then I'm going to click on this face and sketch. Again, view it straight on. Again, I'm going to find the center and just put a circle in there. So I hover over these two, and then dimension. So I click off, hit that, dimension it, and 0.26 inches for a 1/4 inch dowel rod to serve as our axle. And so finish that sketch, pick on that profile, extrude, remove. And in this case, I'll say through it all, just to make sure it goes all the way through. You can also say up to next, and it will do it right up to that next face, which is this face. Then I want one in the rear as well to get up that other wheel. So pick on that face, sketch. Again, put it right in the middle. And dimension it at 0.26. And again, I'm going to go in and remove for 0.4 inches. So it lined at 0.4. And now I'm going to put a pocket for the batteries here on the top of this little thing that we've built. So I'll sketch on here, put a center point rectangle in one more time. And how do I know how big to make these? By the way, before I dimension these, I'm going to point out that I Googled AAA battery dimensions, and we're going to talk more about the how to do all this. But I'm just going to mention that I looked at the chart here for dimensions, and basically the AAA battery is 10 mils in diameter, and min and max. You got max, min here, and it is 44 millimeters in length. So if you multiply that by 6, you'll see that that's how I get these dimensions here that we're going to put in here to lay in 6 in series AAA batteries. So we're going to type in those numbers that you see shown on here. And so I'm just going to have to go ahead and do that right now. Oops. Do that again. All right, so that was 2.362 and 1.732. Enter. So we're going to take and extrude this one down. And 1 inch is going to be almost perfect. I'm actually going to have it change it to 0.9 inches. So now we're ready to go ahead and shell this thing, and it should have the detail that we need. So we use the shell tool here. We just click on the face we want to remove. In this case, we want to remove the bottom. We also want to remove the inside there, so the motor sticks, the wiring connections for the motor stick out. And we're going to also want to remove that so we can get a axle in there. And I think that is all set. So I'm going to switch to, it's just these holes we need to make in the bottom of the battery cover so that we can get our wiring connected to it. And that is shown in a series of images that you'll see down here, making this rectangle, center point rectangle with these dimensions. And then what we'll do is we'll make a linear pattern of those. And then we'll add a additional feature which holds the, when I'm intending to use paper clips, and then we'll extrude that. So I put the center point rectangle in here along this line, and I'm just going to drop it because I'm going to go dimension it, if you saw in the drawing, at 0.1, 0.1, and then from this line to this line, like it was 1.78, that's close. I'm going to scroll back here, 1.97, or 0.197. All right. And that's just spaced to the middle of the intention there of that first AA battery. So that's basically 5 millimeter length. So let's make our linear pattern. Click on that. It'll give you a linear pattern of whatever you select. I'm going to select all 4 edges there. And I'm going to reverse the direction here of this linear pattern. You see you can pull this out and change the number. I'm going to make it 2 in this case, and pull that out. I'm going to also reverse direction on that. This one's going to be 6, and the distance between them, we're going to change that. Okay. So let's just type in those last 2 numbers. What do we have here? It's 0.394 from battery to battery, and 1.73. 0.394 on that number, and then 1.73. Voila. And I'll just go ahead and accept that. Then what we're going to do is get in here and pick each one of these profiles. And then extrude, remove, and before I finish, I'm going to actually go back on this plate face again and add these features that can help hold the, sorry, wrong face. I want to do it on the back face here. I'll sketch on the bottom of that face right there. And what I'm going to do is do a trick where I'm going to use that face, and then it will outline all of that onto my sketch plane. And this is, again, just another center point rectangle I construct basically this way, and trim it and make a linear pattern of it. So let me go to that picture there. There it is. It's a 0.05 by 0.03. So 0.05. Oh, that's a dimension from the side. So it's 1 all the way across. So if I just do this dimension at 1, there we go. And then what I intended to do here is just finish this with a line that cuts it off right there, so I can get my scissors out, because I won't need this and this and this and this anymore. There we go. Now I can make my linear pattern again. So we just saw this. Basically, doing almost the exact same thing here. Switch that, change it to, and saying here, flip that, and that's going to be, so I double click on it and say 6. And let me just type in those numbers. Oh, here it is. So it's 0.394 and 1.13. Ended up being perfect. Okay. Set that, and then go highlight each one of these. And then we're going to extrude, remove. And in this case, I think I put a picture in here. It's only going to be 0.075. So 0.075. Yeah, it leaves a little bit of a wall down there like that. Okay, I'm going to stop the video right here. I think this gets us most of the way there. And happy hunting.